So today we're going to be looking at an install review I did for a Saberforge Reliant Mk2. This is installed with NeoPixel Profi and has a crystal reveal chassis. Now, before I do get into the install, I just wanted to talk a little bit for anyone that may be interested in the chassis. It is going to be available in my shapeways, just like every other chassis that I mentioned or that I go over in my channel. So I wanted to go over what I did with the switches or with the switch section, just because it's a little weird the way that Saberforge set this up. So underneath here, there's two holes, one of them for the screw and another one for a 12mm AV switch. And the screw holds down the activation box, and it's screwed on the lower half of the switch section. So what I did there is I made a switch housing that holds a 4x4 brass tactile switch with a height of 5mm. That way it pokes out a little bit. And I put glue on the brim, I guess you could say, of the screw, or the lip. I don't know what you would want to call it, of the screw. And I just let this sit overnight above it. So only the bottom half is glued on there to the screw that holds the whole box in place. And it has like a rocking now so that it clicks. And I tried pressing down on it, it doesn't lift or anything like that. So if anyone is interested in this chassis, just so you know, that's what I had to do there. But let's go ahead and go over the install. So this does have a 24mm speaker down here, as you can see. The speaker just kind of goes in here, and it is a static chassis, so you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that. And it is a really nice snug fit. This part of the chassis was actually a little more snug than what I expected it to be. I don't know if it was something with the shapeways printing process or what may have happened there, but you can see that I sanded it down. I did minimize this on the, I'm sorry, I might have lost for words. I did reduce the diameter of this part for the file that's on shapeways. That way no one else has to do this. But you can see that it is a nice fit now. Before it would really not go in that much. So as you can see here, there is a board cover. The install is all in here. It is a little bit of a messy, or I wouldn't say it's a messy install, but just a mess of wires. But there is two magnets up here, one here, and there's room for two more down here, and then two more on the opposite side. But you actually don't need all of them. This board cover is actually a little thin, so you'll be fine with just the two on the bottom and two on top. That's what I did. So going over the chassis now, you can go ahead and see here. This is the crystal chamber I came up with for this specific hilt. I've heard that this hilt and the one from Corband are pretty similar, so I'm probably gonna get one soon. Or I got someone that wants a chassis for a Corband one, and they're gonna send me the dimensions for it, since they can't send me the hilt since they're overseas. And I'm just gonna modify this chassis to kind of fit that one as well. So if anyone's interested in that, I'll put out an announcement whenever I do that. So just keep an eye out for that as well. Now, it doesn't have like too many greeblies or anything. I just put like this one line here, a few accents here and there. And there's wires running down the tubes here on the side, and this one here. The ones here in the center, the two aluminum ones, they kind of just hold it in place, along with these two set screws that were already there. I don't know if this is a scratch and dent, I should mention. I don't know if these come with the hilt, but even if they don't come with it, I only use them because they're there. the chassis retention that I made for this is actually really snug in there, so you don't even have to worry about using this if that's not there. So let's go ahead and pop a battery in. You guys already know how it goes. I get the world's ugliest battery. Okay, so here it is. All right, so that's in there. You flip the kill switch. I got a Vader font there programmed as like the main one. And I'll just show you guys like the crystal just so you can see kind of how it looks there. And let's see. Oh. Excuse me. I was gonna put a blade in, but you know what? I'll just circle through the fonts just so that you can kind of see it.
Hello, Master. It's been a while.
That's a little bit more of a cyan blue.
Only a Sith deals.
I'll skip through those just because they're kind of the same. Nice bright red.
Greed can be a powerful ally. You will be a Jedi. I promise. At last we will have our revenge.
This next one's a Mace Windu font. I have to edit the config though so that the crystal changes color because I forgot to change the color on that one. But the blade style itself will be purple like when I turn it on, so you'll see that when I demo it with the blade. And we're back to Vader. So let me just wipe down the hilt because all these smudge marks bother the heck out of me. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and put the grip section back on. So let's go ahead and just screw this on like that, like how it's supposed to go. And it does slide in pretty easily, so go ahead and just kind of, there it goes. And once it's there, you just screw it on. And there it is. Let me wipe it down one more time because I am silly. I don't know. Okay, so this does take a 1-inch blade, just like I think all of Saberforge's hilts take 1-inch blade. 1-inch blades, I'm sorry. But I do have my 7/8 inch blade with a 1-inch blade adapter, so I'll go ahead and use that. Get the retention screw. And
I've become more powerful than any Jedi.
twist on, twist off, oh, swing on. Man, I really like this Dooku font. I love Dooku's lightsaber sound.
You fool! Greed can be a powerful ally. I have a bad feeling about this. At last we must.
This party's over.
So let me know what you guys think. Oh, and of course, let's go ahead and remove the blade so I can show you guys how to take out the battery. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Go ahead and unscrew the pommel now. Once we get to this point, you just pull it off. It'll come out with ease. To remove the battery, you could just go ahead and flip off the kill switch. Get a tool like most of my other builds, and just, you don't have to insert it there a lot or anything like that. You literally just kind of wedge it out the slightest bit like that and pull it out. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope y'all like this install. Let me know what you think. Like I've mentioned before, this chassis is going to be available in my Shapeways store. So if you guys are interested in it, go ahead and you can go ahead and purchase it there and do this to your own Saberforge hilt. Of course, I don't really see many people doing this to their Saberforge hilts, but this is a nice hilt. I mean, and I think it's a nice hilt. So if you guys do want to do that, then feel free to check out my shapeways, and I will eventually turn this into a core band. I believe it's called the SK2 Rogue Master. I'm not entirely sure. I might be butchering that name completely, but I am gonna get the dimensions for that shortly, just so I can convert this into that to work with that hilt. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.